So at this new pool that we built, we put the Axis sound projector in place. And what that does is that will take the mass communication from Synapse and immediately tell the people in the pool, hey, there's a lightning alert within so many miles. Please leave the pool area. And it's starting to work, and that way our dispatch team in our security center can just look on the camera and make sure everybody has vacated, and we don't have to dispatch a live individual to those locations. So it keeps our security safer, and it also keeps us less spread out all over the place. We can use less people to notify with. The camera that you see there above, we're actually using the same speaker for also a second solution. So our pools have a time when they're open and when they're closed. And when they're closed, between the hours of 10:30 p.m. and 10 a.m., we're using the camera as a trigger. So inside the camera, we're using Axis Object Analytics to detect human movement. So not just any kind of movement, because with the winds that we get around here, a lot of things can trigger movement. Spiders on the lens get a lot of false reports. But this will actually tell you whether it's a human or not that comes across. When it detects a human, it will trigger an audio file that's stored on the speaker to let them know they need to leave the area and that security is being dispatched, so that we don't have people in the pool area after closed hours. It's worked out pretty nice so far. So we, one of the things that we really wanted to leverage is, when you're housing, 4,500, 5,000 students, these parents are entrusting us with the safety of their children. And our residential halls to us are the living area for these students. And 97% of our kids here at High Point University choose to live on campus. And we take pride in that because we try to make it a very safe environment. So what we have done is, as we've gone through and replaced our doors with new metal frame doors and steel doors, is we've integrated the Axis speakers into our access control system using the physical input and output on the speaker. So if the door is ever forced open without a valid card swipe to get in or a valid reason to exit, the speaker will go into an alarm and have a very obnoxious alarm to get everybody's attention. Also, on the flip side of that, if somebody were to prop the door open and just leave it in an unsecured state, then a voice would come across and ask them to secure the door, and that security was being dispatched to come and make sure that door was being secured. So again, twofold, it gives us the ability to have the customer, our student, correct the behavior by closing the door behind them in a nice way, and we don't have to always depend on security showing up if they correct the door themselves. And all these areas, we do have cameras on the door, so we're able to verify that they did correct the situation. One other solution that we found, and kind of like Robert Sherwood will be showing you, we have the Axis siren up here on the outside of one of our buildings. We have a more public building that we use for a lot of different things, and it has well over 100 exterior doors. And whenever something would happen, or if there were a break-in or EMS or something was needed at that space, it was really confusing for security or police showing up. Well, which door do we go to? Where is door 50? Where is door 83? So anywhere we have property or people inside that building, and may need to be, an entrance that emergency services would enter to get to those people, we have placed the siren. So say at 3 o'clock in the morning, something happened inside the building. Well, when that building or that specific portion's alarm goes off, the strobe, it's super bright. You can see it from, well across as you're approaching the building, and it has a very obnoxious siren. So if it was a break-in, it's just as much of a deterrent as it is valuable for security to know where to go when they're showing up to respond there, instead of looking around to make sure they're going in the right door. So those are some of the solutions that we have implemented here at HPU, and just a small section of the benefits that we found. But looking at some of the other panelists, I think I might have some more ideas rolling around in my head now.